everyone, it's Diane Evans with stampingwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia. So welcome back. I'm so glad to be back here. I just finished spending a wonderful week in Orlando, Florida because of the incentive trip. And I have to thank all of you and anybody that watches me just for the support. It's what keeps me going from time to time, but it's because of you that and my customers and my team that enabled me to go on this fantastic incentive trip. So I've made a new friend. We have Mickey here. I was lucky. I actually won him at it was just a regular open session that we had, and yeah, we all got these fantastic shirts. We all got tanned like you wouldn't believe because it was like 39 degrees Celsius down there, but it's because of you that I did earn that trip. And I truly do appreciate it. We had lots of fun. We also did Universals, so, and I didn't post a lot because somebody went and said that to me this morning, and it was Laura actually, and I said, well, when you're on all these rides and everything else, you just can't take them. And then I'm at a pool and I forget about, anyways, it's all good. Hello, Colleen, and hello, Judy, and hello, Florence. Well, thank you. Colleen, I met, oh, how can I forget her name? Anyways, we had a great time and it was absolutely amazing. Yeah, this guy, he's heavy. He has a weight in him and everything else. It's quite funny because my cousin kept saying, pick Diane, and I won, so that was kind of cool. Hello, Felicia, and hello, Amanda. Yes, my cousin actually just got home this morning because she got delayed in Seattle, so I was lucky I got to go to Calgary and then come straight home. But my car did get ticketed, which I knew it was going to, and the reason I knew it was going to was because I put the wrong license plate number on, but I did report it before I left. Anyways, long story short, they canceled out the parking ticket. Oh, God. Anyways, but yes, it was an amazing trip. We got some fantastic different things, and we got some new product. Haven't really unpacked, really. So anyway, Sandy, that's right. And I did go up and see Sandy for sure, Colleen. And you know, I said, don't forget to tell Colleen that I did see Sandy when I was there. But anyways, and seeing people that we had seen from previous trips and everything else was pretty amazing. So anyways, so today we're going to try a fancy fold. It was actually one that I saw on one of the swaps. I didn't do any swaps this time. I decided I had so much other stuff to do for my retreat and everything else that I thought, you know what, I'm not going to stress myself out. And this one was done by Sue Campfield, and it was done by another person as well. And I'm not sure exactly who did it. And it is a pop-out card. It's a pop-out fancy fold, fun fold card. Yes, Amanda sure did have a lot of fun. And it didn't see too many Dutch people over there, Amanda. So a lot of my friends from New Zealand and Australia, hung around with them quite a bit, and yeah, and did an awful lot of thrilling rides. So anyways, let's get on going. I could talk forever about Disney. So Disney and Universal, because I'm really a Universal fan. So anyways, but I'm so glad you're here. All right, so let's go down to my hands. So I am working with this new, it's the Kintsugi Inspirations Suite. It's actually, I've got this cord going across here. I can now show you the inside of the catalog, which is amazing, but it's on page 58 of the catalog, and it is so pretty. I'm really enjoying different parts of it, and I haven't done too much with it. I did this fun fold. I got this. I just unpacked it this morning, so I can't, maybe my creativity with this is not quite right, but for my retreat I have an add-on class using this beautiful suite, and I just can't wait to start using it. Now, I have also done this Kintsugi technique. It would be found in my Facebook group, which is just down below here under the file section, and you could also go to make it without getting the dies. But the Kintsugi actually is when you have broken porcelain and they put it together with gold or with a metal to put it together. So yes, I haven't started creating with it yet, Felicia. So today's the day. So I might be a little slow at going, but anyways. And it has these gems that go with it. I love this embossing folder. It has the Kintsugi also in there. That sort of stuff. I know there's more you can do with this. It does come with the stamp set and the dies. And of course, this is the Japanese type flower. This reminds me so much of needlepoint that my mom did. And actually, I'm not using those colors that she used, but more like the Lost Lagoon or the pool party sort of thing together. It's more like, well, actually, it's probably that sage green is more what it is. And then this beautiful designer series paper. I think this one's my favorite. And then there's this on the back. These you can cut out, you can fussy cut. I will tell you when you do cut with the dies on here that it does cut right next to the gold here. It doesn't cut out, so you might want to fussy cut this one is more what I would think. Then it has the cloud cover on the back. This one, somebody goes, oh, what would you use that for? This one's amazing because you can sit there and color these in and do your own kintsugi and then just cut out the vases, and that works quite well. And there's some more that's done like that. And then, of course, the cloud cover on the back. This is Misty Moonlight, so this works quite nice. And then some of the petal pink. And then this beautiful one. And it's, like I say, it's just kintsugi. It's all about that putting it together. And this one. Now, with this pop-out card, I have not really done up a prototype of it either. So I am really kind of, I'm keeping my fingers crossed that it works okay, and I'm sure it will. I know when these people put their measurements on, I tend to alter the measurements a little bit as we go. All right, so our basic card base, and this will be going on to a blog post somewhere. I'm not sure exactly where it'll be going. But this piece happens to be 5.5 by 6.5, and I've gone ahead and scored it at the 2 inches there. So that gives me my, excuse me, my card base. And it's just going to go like that. Now, I know originally the different people that have done these sort of things have turned around and they've done different measurements. I do like going as short a tiny little bit, but sometimes when you're doing a proper base, it's almost better to go the 1/4 inch, and that's what I did. So this inside part of this, and we're not writing on this part, so it's kind of fun that we can use this. So this is 4 by 5 1/4, and I'm just going to actually go ahead and put that right on there like that. So I'm going to use my glue. Not sure if it's going to come out right or anything else because of being away, right? Haven't crafted for a week either, so we don't craft when we're there. We play, and as a lot of the people said about me is I do play hard. Like I say, we did the 2 parks. We did Epic Park at Universal, and we did the Island of Adventure. Is that what it's called? The Harry Potter site, and yeah, that's all. Universal's always been my favorite. So you're ordering it today. Wow, Colleen, you're gonna love it. Like I say, it's part of my add-on class for my retreat. And if anyone's in the Kamloops area and missed out on the retreat, I have 2 people that had to bow out of it. And if somebody would like to come, then what we can do is we can reimburse them the price of it. So you would get the original price of the retreat. You wouldn't have to pay the extra for the retreat. You would just have to pay what they paid for it, and then I would pay them back. I've got all of their pillow gifts and swag bags all done, so hopefully. Okay, so this piece, because this was scored at 2 inches, this piece is 1 3/4 by 5 1/4, and see, it just sort of goes together. And then the pop-out part, it's this part here. So this happens to be 3.5 by 10.5, and then I'm going to come in with my paper trimmer, and I'm going to show you how I went ahead and scored this. So we just lined it up here, and I went and I scored it at the 2-inch mark, moved it over to the 3-inch mark and scored it down there, because you know that I really like using my, oops, let's get this cutter away or I'll be really upset. So this would be at 3-inch, and then it's scored at 5.5 inches, and then at 8 inches. So we just bring that thing out and, our arm out and put it right there. And that gives us our score lines. Now this is the part that pops out, and this is the part that we're actually going to decorate on. We're also going to turn around and we're going to be doing a lot of the stamping on this part. So this part goes like this. This goes like this. So you're going to go mountain, mountain, valley, valley. So it's mountain, mountain, valley, valley, fold. So when this goes on here, it's going to go like this and then go in like this. So because this is a type of a, it's folding in, it doesn't quite fold in quite properly here. So we're going to come in and we're going to take just a titch off of the end. And when I do like a titch part here, I will show you how I do this. I go to the outside part. So it's not even 1/8 of an inch. It's not even, I don't even think it could be a 16th. But I think it's more like a 32nd. So we're going to start in the middle and cut back and forth. So see how thin of a piece that is that's cut off. Oh, you're going to Disneyland Paris. Very nice. Okay, so that's just going to, when that folds in, see that folds, and we won't have any problems with it. So it's going to go mountain, mountain, valley, valley. Okay, so now what we can do is we can turn around and we can start decorating some of this. Now, I had a piece of this, and I cut this piece, and this is where I actually did go 1/8 of an inch smaller. So this piece here is 1 7/8 by 3 3/8, and then this piece is 7/8 by 3 3/8. And see, and I wanted it so it's continuous on the DSP. See how pretty that is? Oh my goodness, I just love that. We had the chance of going to Disney in Paris, and we opted out of it because we have done the Disney World. Years ago, I did the Disneyland, even though Disney World's on the other side of the country. But, and then this is just going to go in here like so. So see, that part is going to then, when I put this on here, see how that's going to go and cover onto the front. And this will pop up. Okay. And then we have 4 pieces of the basic white. And I cut it at 2 3/8 by 3 3/8. So there's a piece that went there, one there, and one there, and one on the back here. But I decided that what I wanted to do was maybe take this Kintsugi, this one with the embossing, and I'm going to actually put that there, because the way this card works is you can't really write too much on that side. So I'm going to just go ahead and let's go and put that on there. And like I say, this part then is just going to be like a decoration on it. So it's just like that. So then this part comes over here. So you have this part here. You have this part here and here. So now what we have to do is figure out what are we going to put on here. Now, the stamp set is really, it's definitely a beautiful type thing to for the words and everything else. Thanks for helping me through this difficult time. I don't have anything that I would need for that. You inspire me is amazing. But see, this chrysanthemum, it has an awful lot to do. This is like a sympathy sort of type thing that you would use for the Japanese, in the Japanese culture. So what I'm going to do is this stamp here, and this is photopolymer. I'm just going to come in and I'm actually going to stamp that and decorate with that particular stamp. And now, what else do I want to put on there? What do we want? What kind of a one do we want to do for this? And I know there's another, I can't really use, there's a really neat stamp set. The sentimental framing is here, is a really neat words to use as well. And then there's also the right words. And I think this one might be good. Thinking of you a lot. So we could go on here. Thinking of you. Happy birthday. Let's see what goes. To someone worth celebrating every single day. Do we want to do a happy birthday on this? You know what? Let's do thinking of you a lot. Hoping the lot. No, we are going to do a birthday. So I'm going to come in with this. We are going to do happy birthday. And that should fit right there. There. Okay, so we'll come in with and let's make sure that this is, and I'm going to come in with Misty Moonlight, and I'm really thinking that I probably should have re-inked this up. So let me just go on here. Let's see if I can, whoops, we don't want to do it on there. Put it on one of these. Let's see how straight it is. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, so this is going to go on the outside part. And I'm going to show you something. This is going to go happy birthday there. And let's put this flower right there. So this is going to go on the outside, happy birthday. And then we're going to do the other part of the happy birthday on this part, so you can write on this part. To someone we're celebrating every day. Let's put that on there. Got to see that this is straight on there as well. Birthday is good. Birthday's always good, eh? Oops. See, that's why you do this. It's just... There we go. So I'm going to bring this in here. So when you see this, this is going to go onto this part right here. Yeah, the swaps were amazing. I just didn't have enough time before I left. I won't be doing my mystery challenge this week because I have a special little thing coming home with me. Oops, what I should have done was the stamping on this first. So I get my new puppy. I don't know. Let me try this. See if I can put it down. Yep, that'll be okay. I'm just going to put this right down here. This is going to go there, and then this is going to go right here. Okay, I know this looks, and I'll explain this in just a second why I did it this way. This one pops out this way first, so you're going to see this first when you open the card. So when I go to put this on here, this is going to go like this. That closes like that. So when I go to put this on here, it's going to be like that. And then when this opens up, you're going to see it that way. And then this opens out like this. So that's why that's like that. Okay. So now what we want to do is put this onto the front of the card. Isn't that so pretty? Oh my goodness. And you know what? That's going to take that whole bit there. So I'm just going to come in with this. So we're going to take this right to the end and make sure it's in the middle there. Now, if you need to, you can sit there and watch. I mean, go and measure if you want. That's about right. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to fold this in like this. Fold this up like that. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take this and we're going to glue on this part. Now you could use tear and tape. I'm going to use quite a bit of glue. And we're just going to very easily just go like that. And we're just going to hold that down. Yes. The breeder reached out to me on the first day when I was away and said, I know you travel a lot. Maybe you know, you're double guessing yourself whether or not you should have the puppy. And of course, oh, I almost lost it because, yeah, I do travel a lot, but I also have great support, but I'm not traveling for another year now. So anyways, I pick her up on Wednesday in Calgary. All right, so we have that. Like so. And see how this works? It just opens up and goes like that. Isn't that cool? Now, that's got a bit of the glue right there. Now, so just like that. Now we've got to go ahead and decorate this. Now, my thought was to use this vase, but maybe it's not going to work. Yeah, I think we could still get away with using that vase, and then it just pops up like that. So we might want to do something else on here. Is that what we want to do, or do we want to do some other stuff on there? This would be kind of cool done. This is this die here. So let me take this and cut it out with, I'll see how it works. I'm not sure how it's going to work. I have no embossing on here. But I think this is quite nice with the embossed edge on there. Okay. And all your writing can go right here. So let's go ahead. Just cut this out and we'll see how this is going to work. Oops. So I wasn't sure exactly what I was going to do with this. Now, do not know where my poker is. Let me just grab one. Well, you sure can tell I haven't been home, so I'm going to have to poke this out with my scissors. Should come out quite easily. I have a brush, it's over there too. There we go. As soon as I get one part lifted, I'll be okay. So I don't think it's been that warm around here. I see my plants sort of got stunted, so and I usually just flick that out. So let's just bring that in. Oh, this would have looked really nice with gold in gold foil, would it not? I had gold originally done as a circle, but I thought it was too big of a circle. The gold look better? No, I think maybe white and the gold. What do you think? Judy, I would do that, but I don't like it on this side. Like, I would do it where I've got the other table, but anyways, let's see how that's gonna look. That would look okay. All right, so let's do that. Like I say, that's gonna pop out that way. So we're gonna just put that circle. We can kind of just put it right in the middle. So, you know what? I'm going to pop that up too with dimensionals. Maybe I will with dimensionals. Say, I haven't been in here for a week. So what do? That we'll just grab from the other end. I will be surprised if I do not end up with a cold, because it'd be so hot, and then you go in and it was cold, and then coming home on the plane, a lot of sniffling people and coughing people on the plane. So flower or the bowl. Well, it's not. Well, I could do a blue bowl, couldn't I? I could. Let's see. Like I say, I can't even remember. The flower didn't look so great. If I tried it. I did cut it out. And this is one of those ones that you could just quickly cut that out. We'll see how the bowl looks. Like I say, this reminds me of some needlepoint that my mom did. Beautiful Japanese bowl. Okay, so we have that. This definitely has to go on to there. And where did I put that gold circle? Maybe not so big of a circle, but let's see. Do the gold circle there, white, and some gold. Do something like that even. Yeah, I like that better. Definitely like that better, but I don't like that circle so big. So I think I'll come in with a 2-inch punch. And this is the 1 3/4 inch punch. Nope, that should have been the 2 3/8 inch circle. Good heavens. If I can find that one. Or was that too big? 2 3/8 is almost too big. Can't find my smaller stylish shaped circle. Was what the problem was. So let's go here, a little bit thinner. Did I miss my craft room? I didn't have time to miss my craft room. How bad is that? I know I'm going to have, my nose is going to peel. And that was just from walking around the parks. Okay, let's just put this here. I apologize for that. Let's put this here. It's only on that side. And I do like that bowl. Who made that suggestion? Felicia. I could even just leave without the white. What do you think with the white? I think the white makes it show up just a bit, doesn't it? Yes, I think we'll put the white on. So let's do this. Let's pop these up. I'm going to stick this down. This needs a bit of poking out. So I don't even know where my take your pick tools are. I did take a pair of snips with me and didn't really need to. But I used it for some moleskin. White in, yeah. So yeah, and I didn't see some people that I really, well, I did see them just a bit, but it's so nice to be able to see everybody. And that Avatar ride in Animal Kingdom, Stampin' Up! Went, and that's the park that they, there we go, that'll work. So we had an exclusive thing to the park. But yeah, it was a great ride. And then they had lots of like, they had, what was it that they had? So that goes like that, pops out like that, and there we go. All right, now we are going to use those embellishments. They're quite bright gold, but let's go ahead and do that. So, let's see if I've got anybody on Facebook. Yeah, let's see. No, not on the group, but on the page I do. Awesome. So I'll be back tomorrow, 4:30 Pacific time, and we will be doing, I'll be doing a technique. Have no idea what I'm doing, but I will not be here on Wednesday because I'm picking up my little baby girl. And yeah, I'm a little nervous because I haven't done a puppy in quite a few years. Wow, that's really quite bright. But this side here kind of needs it. You know what? I might even, let's see, would we be smart to do 5 on here? There we go. Let's go. You know what? I'm going to do 5. Now these are really different ones. They're quite flat. They don't look like they're flat, but it's kind of nice that they're so flat. And let's put one here. They come 70 to a pack. Whoops. Normally my poker would work. So there we go. So there's my pop-out card. So it goes like this. And you just pop it out like so, and that pops up. It's an interesting fold. So I hope you enjoyed that. Remember to give me the thumbs up, share my my video. That would actually work quite good with the add-on class, but no, I've got a fold for that one as well. All right, thank you. Puppies are the best. They are. She is 18, 19 weeks old. So she because of this last trip. So thank you. Thank you. I'm quite that turned out better than what I thought it would. So thank you. And thanks for your input, because honestly, anyways, if you like that, give me the thumbs up, share my video. I really do appreciate it when you do that. Remember, if you live in Canada, I'd love to be your demonstrator. Remember, there's a great join offer. Oh my goodness, you guys, it's one of those offers that you just don't want to miss. You get, like in Canada, $222 or $220 for $135. So it's a really good deal. And you know what? The opportunity and the people that you meet and the people on here is the reason that is, you know, it's really kind of neat. But anyways, all right, you guys, remember to create because it's great for the soul. See you at 4:30 Pacific time. Thanks, Felicia. 4:30 Pacific time, and we'll be learning some sort of a technique. It might be a bit of a twist on one that we've already learned, but anyways, we will be doing a technique. All right, you guys, bye for now.